Are you planning a trip to Connecticut, but not sure how to structure your time? Maybe you've been here before, but felt like you missed out on the full experience. Or maybe this is your first visit, and you're wondering, what's the best way to actually spend 5 days in Connecticut without wasting time? Because let's be honest, there's no shortage of recommendations online. Plenty of lists, plenty of must-see places, but most of them don't tell you how to experience the state in a way that actually makes sense. So here's the real question. Do you want to just check off towns and attractions? Or do you want to experience Connecticut in a way that feels natural, balanced, and memorable? Because the way you plan your time here completely changes how you experience it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a complete 5-day plan. And more importantly, explain why each day is structured the way it is. Stay tuned. Hello folks, this is Rob Clark, a local real estate agent serving Connecticut. On this channel, we break down what it's really like to live, work, eat, and play across Connecticut using real data and clear analysis so you can make confident real estate decisions. If you're thinking about moving to Connecticut, relocating within the state, selling your home, or buying a house, or just want a realistic picture of what's happening in the housing market in 2026, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you're notified every time we release a new video. We help people relocate from all over the country, and with Connecticut being my hometown, we absolutely love it. So when you're ready to explore your options, give us a call, text, or email anytime. Let me put this into perspective.
Let's go!
Most people come to Connecticut and they try to do everything in 1 or 2 days. They drive from town to town, they stop quickly, they take a few photos, and then they move on. By the end of the trip, they've technically seen a lot, but they haven't really experienced anything, and that's the problem. Because Connecticut isn't a place you rush through. It's a place that reveals itself slowly. There's a rhythm to it. Coastal towns feel different from inland towns. Small cities feel different from quiet residential areas. Morning feels completely different from late afternoon. And if you don't give yourself time, you miss that contrast. So instead of overwhelming yourself, this 5-day plan is built around flow. Each day has a purpose. Each day builds on the next. And by the time you get to the end, you won't just feel like you visited Connecticut. You'll feel like you actually understand how life works here.
I totally agree.
Day 1, the foundation. Day 1 is about getting your bearings. And there's no better place to start than along the Connecticut shoreline. Start your day early. And I mean early enough where everything is just starting to wake up. Head toward a coastal area like New Haven. At this hour, the environment feels completely different. You'll hear light movement, people walking through the sound of the water in the distance. There's no rush, no crowds, just space, and that's important because this is where you start to connect with Connecticut in a different way. Not as a visitor rushing through, but as someone observing how the day naturally begins. Now begin moving through the area slowly. Walk along the shoreline first, then transition into downtown. And this part matters because you start to see the contrast, open space by the water, then a more structured, active environment in town. Take a moment halfway through your walk, pause, look around. You start to understand the pace, the balance, the way everything feels connected but not overwhelming. Now, as the morning turns into midday, you'll notice a shift. More people arrive, more activity builds. But even with that energy, it still feels manageable. Now, if you stay into the evening, that's when things shift again. Restaurants become active, people gather, the atmosphere becomes more social, but it never feels rushed. Day 1 is about orientation, but more than that, it's about setting your expectations for the rest of the trip.
I want to go to there.
Day 2, culture and depth. Day 2 is where you go deeper, and this is where a lot of people make a mistake. They try to visit too many places, too quickly, and by the end of the day, everything starts to blur together. So here's a better approach. Slow it down, start your day around Yale University, but don't treat it like a quick stop. Walk through the campus with intention, pay attention to the architecture, the layout, the details in the buildings, because this isn't just about seeing it, it's about experiencing the environment. Then choose 1 or 2 nearby cultural spots or museums, that's it. And when you go inside, move slowly. Take your time with each section. Pause when something stands out, because this day is about depth, not volume. Now, at some point in the afternoon, step outside for a break. Grab a coffee, sit down for a few minutes. Let everything settle in. Then if you decide to explore another spot, keep the same pace. No rushing, no pressure. You're not trying to complete Connecticut in one day. You're trying to understand it layer by layer. Wow! Day 3 neighborhood experience. Day 3 is where everything starts to feel more personal. This is where you step away from well-known areas and into real everyday communities. Start in a place like West Hartford or Stamford. Right away, the environment shifts. Less tourism, more routine, people heading to work, meeting friends, going about their day. Walk through the main streets first. Then after a few minutes, turn into the quieter side streets. That's where the experience changes. Tree-lined roads, residential homes, slower, more consistent pace. Take your time here. Notice the details. The spacing between homes, the way the streets are laid out. Now pause for a moment. Find a local cafe, sit down, watch how people interact. This is what daily life actually looks like. Later in the day, visit another nearby area and compare the two. Different layout, different energy. And this is where something shifts mentally. You stop thinking like a visitor and then start asking, could I see myself here?
Yeah, boy.
Day 4, food, waterfront, and energy. Day 4 brings the energy back. Start your morning at a local food spot, somewhere where people naturally gather, walk through slowly, take it all in. Different foods, different conversations, different energy. This is one of the best ways to experience Connecticut through everyday moments. Now, as the day continues, make your way toward the shoreline again. Visit places like Mystic or Norwalk, and this is where everything opens up. Water views, walking paths, space to move freely during the afternoon. It feels relaxed. People walking casually, sitting by the water, taking their time. Now stay into the evening if you can, because this is where the shift happens. Lights come on, more people arrive, restaurants become active, there's movement, there's energy, but it still feels controlled. This is where you experience Connecticut socially, not just as a place to visit, but as a place to engage.
I totally agree.
Day 5, reset and reflection. Day 5 is about slowing everything down. After 4 days of movement, this is where you reset. Start in a quiet outdoor space like Sleeping Giant State Park. Walk slowly. No schedule. No pressure. Just space. This is where you reflect on everything you've experienced. The coastline, the neighborhoods, the pace of life. Take your time because this is where everything connects. Then spend part of your day in a quiet residential area. No agenda, just observing. This is everyday life, and this is what most visitors never take the time to see. By now, you've experienced both sides of Connecticut, the active side and the quiet side, and that balance is what defines the entire experience.
Let's go!
Here's how I look at this from a practical standpoint. Each day is designed with intention. Day 1 is about orientation, understanding layout and pace. Day 2 is about depth, slowing down and engaging mentally. Day 3 is about lifestyle, seeing how people actually live day to day. Day 4 is about energy, experiencing food, movement, and social interaction. Day 5 is about recovery, creating balance. Now here's what most people do. They mix all of this together, they try to do everything at once, and when that happens, the experience feels disconnected. But when you structure it like this right, everything connects. Each day builds on the next, and by the end, you've experienced Connecticut from multiple perspectives, not just as a visitor, but almost like a local. And that's exactly how I approach real estate. It's not just about showing homes, it's about understanding how someone wants to live, what pace fits them, what environment feels right. Because at the end of the day, location isn't just where you are, it's how your daily life feels in that place. If you're thinking about moving to Connecticut, or trying to figure out which areas match your lifestyle, let's talk through it. Every part of this state offers something different, and the right fit comes down to how you want your day-to-day life to feel. Call, text, or email me for a personalized consultation. And if this video helped you see Connecticut from a different perspective, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss future breakdowns. I'm Robert Clark, helping you make smart, strategic moves. See you in the next video.